So becoming even-minded, these are the 7 tasks that Adam was made of. This is what Adam was that allowed him to get married. And I want to thank you, Elder Rob. I want to thank you, Elder Rob, for giving me these 7 directives that allow us to not only to persevere in the fiery circumstances we have in life, but also to prepare us to become married. Not every man have the skills to become married. So if you are not marriage material, mature, able to express verbally and through your actions who Jesus is, stay by yourself. Become a fun boy. Don't even think about getting married. Because let me explain this to you. And this is really, really important to understand. In prophecy, woman represents the church. And churches are described as lukewarm. Is there a possibility that many women, and there's 2 million more women in the world than men? You can find this information from blackdemographics.com or the census report. 2 million more women than men. And if the Bible is describing women as lukewarm, it is because when a woman is lukewarm and she is emotionally not mature, Bible refers to it as having a reprobate mind, an undisciplined mind. It is because her father was non-existent. The mother, for whatever reason, found a way to get him outside the home. I'm sorry, mothers, you do a great job, but you are not designed to be influential to your children. That's the father's job. Your job is to give information, to nurture, and to support. It is the father's job. It is the father's job to be influential, to be connected, to express and to show and to live in the character of God so we can be influential for our sons and our daughters. So here are the 7 directives that you can find in Adam's character before he fell, because before he fell, he was an alpha man designed in God's image. After he fell, he started to become very beta, very effeminate, and I find it a lot of men nowadays is as if you are no longer being that alpha male that God designed us to be. Is as if you're allowing the woman who may have more education than you, may have a higher salary, but she is not designed to be the priest in the home, right? We exist together. We are called to listen, to understand our wives, but the husbands are designed to bring the family back to Jesus, to bring our wives and our children back to becoming Eden-minded, to put back that which was. So here are the 7 directives. Once again, thank you, Elder Rob. Number 1, every man is called to be inspired. And if you are not marriage material, you got to remember, we are all called to be married to sweet Jesus, right? So we all should be inspired. And you can find this in Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. Number 2, we are all called men. We are called to be vertically connected, to be inspired. We are called to be vertically connected, to have a position of responsibility. Number 3, we are called to be vertically connected, to be faithful and to have the freedom of choice. You can find this in Genesis chapter 2, verse 9. The position of responsibility is Genesis chapter 2, verse 8. Number 4, to be vertically connected with sweet Jesus, we need to have a direction, we need to have a purpose, and we need to have a vision. Genesis chapter 2, verse 10. Once again, thank you, Elder Rob. Number 5, every man is called to be gainfully employed in order for us to be vertically connected with Jesus. Remember, Your home is your sanctuary, a place of peace, a place that should be organized, a place where the angels find rest while they travel on earth. So there is no shape or form where a home should be disorganized. I have a video called Decluttering Before You Clutter with Jesus. You can find this in the archive. Number 6, in order to be vertically connected to Jesus, to become Eden-minded, we must have the law of love. And remember, the acronym for love is living out victory every day over sin. Simple instructions neglected. Genesis chapter 2, verse 16 to 17. And lastly, authority. We need to have the authority of heaven to help guide the minds not only of ourselves, but also through our family members horizontally. In other words, these 7 attributes: inspiration, position of responsibility, faith, freedom of choice, direction, purpose, and vision, employment, law of love, and authority. This is being vertically connected with heaven and is played out in how we interact with our wives and our children, the world horizontally. The vertical connection with heaven help us to be grounded spiritually, so we are not psychologically overwhelmed with the issues of life. And this allows us to have healthy physical interactions with self and others horizontally and socially. And this is how we can become Bible-based, Eden-minded individuals, taking the 3 angels' messages of Revelation chapter 14 into the entire world. Once again, this is Dr. Garrett of Faith in Existence Ministry and LLC, episode number 3, Becoming Eden-Minded. I will now play my closing song, and I hope you enjoy. Be blessed and have a great evening.
Beloved, thanks for spending your time to watch this video. I will leave you with Paul's admonition from Phil 3:13-14, brethren. I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus.
Have a wonderful evening, and continue to strive for perfection while settling for excellence.
Have a wonderful evening.
Have a wonderful evening,
And continue to strive for.
and continue to strive for perfection while settling for excellence.
Have a wonderful evening.
Have a wonderful evening,
And continue to strive for.
and continue to strive for perfection while settling for excellence.
Have a wonderful evening.
Have a wonderful evening,
And continue to strive for.
and continue to strive for perfection while settling for excellence.
and continue to strive for perfection.